Okay, time for serious talk. This week has been maybe one of the biggest weeks of my life. Just because I quit my job 3 days ago. And long story short, I have had a job, or I have been working in the IT industry for something like 12 years already. Different types of companies, different positions, different roles. So I have seen a lot, and I think I basically know what the industry has to offer. Obviously, it really depends on what type of job you are working on. And really working in IT doesn't mean much, because you can be a technical person, networking person, a developer, or then you can work on the customer side roles or sales roles, or there's so many different jobs there, so that the IT doesn't really mean much. But anyways, that has been my career, and I think it came to an end. And now I'm faced with the uncertainty, fear, doubts, but also happiness and feeling free, feeling optimistic. Mostly I'm feeling very positive right at this moment, which feels a bit weird maybe, because I'm unemployed, and I'm unemployed for the first time since I don't even know. I think I was unemployed for roughly 2 weeks, like 6 years ago. So I have basically been always working, and now I'm faced with this tough phase in my life that things can go in any direction basically, and I have plans on what to do, but we will see what will happen. And yeah, it's all these feelings happening at the same time, but I'm happy. I am happy, I'm grateful, and I have been able to provide for myself for the past 12 years, which is I think it's an accomplishment in itself, at least a small one. And now I have the possibility to really take a new direction in my life, and I think it's only up to me to make those changes and make something happen. So that's the quick overview, and what I wanted to discuss is just a couple of simple things I noticed right away. So I went to the grocery store 2 days ago, and usually it's this boring a Monday task, and it's always like, I need to go to the grocery store, I don't have anything in the fridge. And then you always take the same route, you always go to the same store, and you pick up the same items basically, with a little variation here and there. But it's just this task that you have to do, right? And I have been in the position that I have, my salary has always been pretty good, at least in the recent years. So even though the food prices have gone up like crazy, it really hasn't affected me much or at all. So I always buy the same stuff, then I pay it at the checkout, and that's it. And now I realize that simple thing I have done hundreds of times in my life, and hundreds of times during the past couple of years. I never had to pay any attention to it. Now I realize that is sort of a privilege that you're able to do that. I mean, just think about it. How much people are there in the world that can just go to this big building when there's all this food available, all this food around the world. You can just pick whatever you want and swipe this magic plastic card, and all that stuff's yours, right? And I have been doing that for years without paying any attention. It's just because it's just what you do. You do it every week, and that's it. And now I went to the store this week. This was 2 days after I quit my job, and I already realized that okay, I still have some money left in my bank account, so I'm not in big trouble. But also I don't have any money coming in for the next maybe 2 months or 3 months. So I need to pay attention of what I'm buying, and I did. I did buy some of the cheaper stuff, and I looked at each item that my mindset was like, can I afford to buy this? And I did end up spending a lot less at the checkout counter that I usually do, and I think I got plenty of food still. So just how I feel overall has changed dramatically. I have to think about money very, very differently now because of the uncertainty. The monthly salary that you enjoy working in as an employer, but in the IT industry, for many it's a pretty good salary, a decent amount of money, and you get that every month, right? So it really is an amazing safety net that you have, and it enables you to not have to think about any of these mundane tasks that we have weekly. And but now all of a sudden it's removed, and there is no safety net, and I have to really think about things differently. And I'm actually, it might sound weird, but I am actually grateful for this, because this like unemployed people have always been this group of people that I really don't have any relation to, because most of my friends are my old friends or my friends from school days, and most of my friends work in the IT. So all of them have been employed for as long as I remember, which is obviously a great thing. So I don't think I've had any friends that are unemployed, or if they have been unemployed, it has only been for these shorter periods of time. So now all of a sudden I am faced with this myself. So I don't need to imagine how it feels, because I am feeling it. And I don't want to sound like I know how it feels when I have been unemployed for just a couple of days. No, not by any means, no, because I still realize, and this makes me realize how good things are for me. I have this beautiful house, and hopefully I am able to pay the mortgage and pay the maintenance fees I have to do and everything. But I can now imagine how stressful it can be if you are unemployed for a longer period of time and you have to struggle with money all the time. It is because now I'm feeling a bit of it. I am just feeling in the beginning of it, of what it could be. And I have planned to start my own window cleaning business, to just do something and hopefully earn some money. And I don't know if anything is gonna come out of that, but I don't think being still, or if I would, let's say I would stay unemployed for a longer period of time, I don't think it would do much good for me. Well, I don't think it does much good for anybody, but I have a plan, and I hope I can keep this place I have now, and hopefully I have enough money just to get by. I already realized that I will be happy with very little, as in working in the corporate life just a moment ago. I was not feeling happy about the stuff I have and wanting more. So, and one example of that is the car you drive. And I have had a couple of like cool cars in my life, and I have been dreaming of buying some fancy sports car, and it's been a dream for me for the past few years. And I have spent way too much time browsing cars online, even though I kind of knew I'm not gonna buy one. But I guess that's something we tend to do, right? We need to keep dreaming and looking for things even though we're not gonna buy them. But like, I drive this 20-year-old Volvo, and it's broken all the time. I spent way too much money repairing it just to keep it running, but I still like it. And for some weird reason, but I was looking to buy this like new fancy sports car, $50,000, $60,000 or $70,000 car, and I actually went to the car dealership, and I got the financing okayed because I had a steady job with a decent salary. So it was like, just you give us a deposit and then you pay this super high monthly fee for the next 3 years, but the car is yours right away, right there. And that's how people afford to drive these new fancy cars. They don't have the money, the financing company has the money, and you just borrow it from them. But I had this feeling that I need to get this car. I really need to get this car. I mean, you look around while you're driving and you see all these new Teslas and these new fancy cars, and you feel like, why don't I have one? I need one of those fancy cars too. And then you're maybe a little bit unhappy in your life, and you think this will bring you happiness and this will fix things. And well, now obviously I don't have a job, so the dream of owning this new fancy sports car, this $60,000-$70,000 car, it's gone. I stopped dreaming about it right away, and I realized that me having a car, even though it's old, it's broken all the time, it is paid for. I don't have any financing or mortgage left for my old car. I have paid it. It is mine, in good and bad. But I realized that now my priorities are completely different. If I can afford to keep this car I have now, because I need a car, I live in the middle of nowhere, that's a good thing. And if I can afford to buy food, just very, very basic food from the store, that's gonna be a good thing. And if I can afford to keep this house that I have, that I've spent so much time renovating, that's gonna be enough. It really is gonna be enough. And it's just, so the perspective on everything switched or changed very dramatically during the past few days. So this week has been it's been like a wake-up call. It's been a mixed bag of different feelings, and but overall I am grateful, and I do realize that now how good things have been for me, how great everything is in my life, despite the fact that I don't have a job right now. And I am very hopeful that things will turn out great. And now I really need to pay attention to what I have and not think about the things I don't have, because like I realized at this company I was just a few days ago, it's not about the money. It really isn't about the money. And I thought the discussions I had with my boss were gonna be around money, and I thought it would be not easy, or it would be painful if I would get less than what I was expecting. But in the end it turned out the money didn't really matter. If I would have got 1,000 euros more of salary monthly, maybe it would have kept me there longer, but I would still not have been happy. And in a position like that, there really isn't a good way forward. So it was the best decision for me, and it was the best decision for the company for me to leave. And it is just, what a week it has been. And maybe that was the things I wanted to talk about here briefly, and I have some more things I want to discuss in the upcoming videos, but I think that's enough for now. Just sometimes I guess you need this kick in the butt to kind of wake you up and realize that, hey, I have everything I need. Things are really great in my life. I don't need that new fancy sports car. As long as I can just keep doing the basic stuff I have been doing, my life's gonna be great. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.